Morning all, so day 4 today, and this is my catch up from last night really. I went to see Neil at one of his juicing workshops. It was really good to meet him, and there was a good show of people. It was nice to meet a mix of people. There were people there who had done small juice reboots, some people that were really new to juicing as well, and there was a good mix of people, and it was a really good event. Neil was fantastic to listen to, so if you ever get a chance to go and see him, he's definitely worth watching. It was interesting to hear his story and see it from his perspective as well. He talked about how to juice and what to juice and what works and what doesn't work really, and it was just a really good evening, albeit a little bit warm. We were greeted with the lovely juice from last night, which was, let me just have a look and tell you because I can't remember. Sweet Dream, which I'd actually already made up before I went, but I hadn't drunk mine, so that was quite nice. And we had a couple of little tasters of a green one and lemonade. So all in all, it was a really good event and I really enjoyed it. And Neil, thank you very much, you were fantastic to listen to. Yesterday I posted a photo of myself, which took quite a lot of courage for me to do because I'm not a photo person. Same with the videos, I'm not really sure what came over me doing this, but now I've started, I seem to be quite enjoying it. Thank you everyone for all your comments. It was really nice to see that people had got positive things to say, and it makes you feel good when that happens. One person really struck a chord, which was Dave Remnant, and he said something about he's only in 2% of his family photos. And I thought about this and I thought, well, I've got 3 children, well, 3 girls, 20, 18 and 13, and I'm in hardly any of the photos with them growing up because I think I had this kind of sense of deniability that if I didn't let somebody photograph me, there was no evidence that I was overweight, even though obviously I can see it in mirrors in my house. And as you can probably tell, I've got quite a lot of mirrors in my bedroom, but I can avoid looking at those. But when somebody takes a photo, it's there permanently. So really, it made me think, well, what is it about me that makes me feel uncomfortable about having my photo taken? And now I'm not uncomfortable, but I do kind of have some regrets of not having photos with my kids when they were younger. And they don't care what I look like, I'm their mum. It's all about my perception and my body image that's caused those problems over the years. So Dave, go and take some photos with you in. And same for all the others who commented, who said they don't like having their photos taken. Even if it's just for you, not to share with anybody else, but just so that you've got photos. I think they're important memories. So that was a key pointer that came from posting that yesterday. Today's juices, we've got Sweet Sensation, which I've got here having first thing. I've also done Deep Cleanse, 2 of those, and an Unbeatable. The Deep Cleanse I actually quite like with the spring greens. I think the only issue that I've had with mine twice now this week is the ingredients that Neil has put down produce a lot more juice for me than just the 2 jars. So in fact this morning I've had an extra juice because I've had another nearly 500 mils out of the recipe that would do 2. So, but again, that's going to vary from juicer to juicer and from produce to produce, so my produce may have just been quite ripe this morning. Then I've got an Unbeatable tonight, which is the one with the watercress and the beetroot in, which I love. And I had a bit of a disaster with that this morning, so I've got lovely pink hands. It won't show up in camera, but I've had a good scrub to try and get rid of the pink. And nice to see that Morrison's this morning are actually doing beetroot with the stalk on. Yay! Because they've had them without the stalks on, and they taste so much better with the stalks. I don't know why, and I don't know why it makes a difference, but it really does. So let me know how everybody else is getting on this week. We're nearly at the end of the week for day 5 tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to seeing our results for the week and seeing how well everybody's done. A big thanks to Neil again for last night, and also for doing this 5-day detox. It's good to know that there's a whole group of us doing the same plan, and I know that Neil's doing it as well this week, so that kind of gives you a bit of a boost along to know that you're doing it with the same group of people and that you can get feedback from everybody else. So happy juicing everybody, and I'll speak to you all tomorrow. Bye bye.